So here we have our core practice sheet. We'll work through the odd numbered problems together so we can see exactly what should be happening. Start with the first. So 21 is greater than 6 plus m. Our goal is to get this m by itself. So the 6 needs to be subtracted to the other side. That means 21 minus 6 is 15. 6 minus 6 is 0. We're left with the m. Now it's fine to leave your answer this way. Nothing wrong with this, 15 greater than m. However, we do typically write the variable on the left. So for my final answer, I'm going to move the m and the 15. Now with your inequalities, it's important to remember when you do that, if originally I had the inequality pointing at the m, when I switch it, I still have to have the inequality pointing at the m. So the direction of that inequality does need to switch. All right, let's graph it. One good reason to move your variable to the left is it just makes the graphing easier. So at 15, I want an open circle, and it's a less than, so I want my arrow to go to the left. So all numbers less than 15 make that inequality true. Next, take a look here. Greater than or equal to negative 8. Again, my goal is I want to get this v by itself. So the negative 3 and the v are on the same level. We're going to deal with the 2 first. Multiply both sides here by 2. Now, 2 is a positive number, so the direction of the inequality does not need to change. Add the 3 now, and we'll have v is greater than or equal to negative 13. All right, so that means I want to go to my number line at 13. Because of the little equal bar, we're going to fill in the circle. And then going to the right, I want the greater than that number. That's the numbers to the right. And if the variable is where it is, if the variable is on the left side, you can go in the same direction as the inequality points. So pointing to the right. Let's continue on. My advice here would be start by distributing the negative 2 through the parentheses. So negative 2 times negative 7, that's 14. Negative 2 times n is negative 2n equals, or greater than or equal to, rather, 20. Okay, we want to get the n's by themselves. So first, this 14 needs to go. So subtract that 14. We're then left with, don't forget the negative there. So negative is still around. And 20 minus 14 is 6. Division by negative 2. So we're left now with just the n. Now, because I divided by a negative number, the red number here is negative, the inequality switches direction. 6 divided by negative 2 is negative 3. So on the number line, we will go to where negative 3 is, put a filled in circle, and from that closed circle, we want our inequality arrow to go to the left. Next up, let's do the same thing. Distribute first. So I'll have negative 217 is less than 7 plus 56x. I want to get the x's by themselves. So the 7 needs to go. We're then left with, so what would this be? Negative 224 is less than 56x. Divide by the 56. That's going to be a pretty big number, so I'm going to pull my calculator up. So negative 224 divided by 56 is negative 4. Okay, so coming back here now, I will have negative 4 is less than x. Now again, the number I divided by, the red number, that is positive. So keep the inequality going the same way. Now to finish, this is a fine answer, but to make it easier to graph, I want to have my variable on the left-hand side. So I'm going to switch my x to the left, the negative 4 to the right. If the inequality was pointing at negative 4 to start, it's got to be pointing at negative 4 to stop. So put that together, go up to our graph. At negative 4, open circle. Greater than means to the right. That's the direction the inequality points. And there you have it. All right, for these two, you already have the graph, and then you're supposed to write an inequality. Doesn't matter what letter you use for your variable. I'm going to use x all the time. I know the number 3 matters, and so we've just got to make two choices. First off, do we want it to be a greater than or a less than? Take a look at the direction of the arrow. Going to the right means greater than. Now take a look at the circle. The circle is open, so no little bar underneath. This one is all good. For the next one, I'm going to use x again. It's the number 1 that matters. So now, why don't we say, I'm going to the right again, so that's greater than, and the circle is filled in, so we need the little equal bar underneath. That boundary point is included. So there you have it, my friends, the worked odds from the core practice.